So one of the more recent clones, or whatever the proper term for it is, replica, duplicate, NPC, I asked for it. They didn't. It wasn't like they're never like 100% clones, but you can see from the twin stuff and finding people are the same across the world, like that they are. They'll be like pictures for sports, famous sports teams and stuff like that, like the same person, but this person wasn't just like the same person, like in how they talk. Like when they talked, I was like, oh my god, I know you, you're Daya. And like I'd asked to see pretty much everyone in my life before I've met before, so I'd seen them all, some of them several times in different forms. But this one wasn't just like a strict clone. It was, I mean, none of them are strict like that. I've had two in the same room, and obviously they're slightly different people with slightly different lives. But they they had different traits. They had traits I asked for it that I don't know if the other one had. In fact, I don't know all their traits right now, but I do know like the couple new traits were traits I asked for because I asked to see certain people be like, hey, like, this and that, but like, let's change this and that about these people. Like, this is what I'm looking for. And then that person like magically appears in my path and they're getting my attention, like right, they're like fully forming to my attention. And at the same time, I have my headset in and I'm listening to a video. Like the only reason I even like they tried to talk to me and I just blew it off. I was like, no, I'm going to leave the bus seat for other people who might need it more than me. Even though I got a cane, I'm like standing up, limping. I just figured it might be some old people or something who need the seats other than me. And she offered me a seat, and I was like, no. And then like the video I'm listening to is like telling me like when stuff is sent into your life, like it's up to you if like you turn it away or whatever. Like you're making that decision to do it. Like, and then they're like literally guiding me through speaking with whatever this thing I've just been introduced to is. And like I'm listening in one ear because I always leave one earbud in, that way it just hangs down and stuff, and I can put it back in when I'm done talking to people. And they kept talking to me like through this video that's online and everything. They kept talking to me like through the like guiding me to talk to people because I don't really talk to people, so like I kind of need guidance too, and I guess I'm supposed to follow these rules. Like when they're generating these people, there's supposed to be like rules or something. Like the clones have the psychology stuff that works. Like somehow like it works on them and stuff. And like I think it's funny because like psychology. I'm not even gonna explain that. But I think it's funny. I think psychologists are funny. I mean, it's not funny that they like drug people and drug children and all that stuff. That's probably part of the storyline here. Is we're dealing with a group groups who are like drugging children, but they tell me there's nothing wrong with the world as well and all this crap. Nothing needs change. It's all perfect because they like drugging children and raping children. So I mean, it's like everyone does it. So it's cool and trendy, right? But yeah. Anyways, yeah. It's not just like I asked to see a person and they appeared. This person appeared with like other traits I'd asked for, which I don't think the original person had. I didn't know like this person that well. Most other people I asked to see who've come into my life, most people get into my life long enough for me to know their name. I know a lot about them, so I can like easily compare different things. But I'm pretty sure they didn't have these traits, and I'd asked for them too. So like, not only did I like have I been asking to see like people and they like reappear in like a different form. I went another friend like Joe again because we were good friends, and I thought we had fun. Obviously, that's real messed up now because, like, I found out he's got the last name Black Palpacy. He started acting all weird and trying to hold me down and stuff, and just like otherwise terrorize me and destroy my life, and prevent me from doing anything once he found out I was running for president and stuff and being like attending events. Obviously, somehow he wasn't smart enough to understand I was actually doing that for a long time. But he told me like one of the times that someone notified him of something I'd said. Like it's like, yeah, I bet someone did. Right? Like someone's been watching me, even though we don't know anyone and I don't talk to anyone except for people online who don't know me, don't know like no one on here. Unless they're like stalkers, I got a couple people like who are like friends who like out of town and stuff like that. But I don't know anyone in the city I'm from other than like mainly him. And so yeah, so there should be like no one like, especially when it's not like even directed. Like I'm not naming people in their names before and stuff like that. I do now. It's like to make sure it's all documented and people know like who's involved and why, and depending on like what it all turns out to be, you gotta like document these people. That's the whole purpose, is to document what's been going on and stuff. That's what I've been doing the last decade and stuff. Like all that stuff people talk about, like I've been like deeper in that than everyone else who can manage to talk about it a little bit. Except for maybe like the people who are severely blackmailed and with like child rape and stuff. I turned in the children they sent to me, so I didn't get that far. Um, but yeah, I just figured I'd put that out. That I just like kind of realized that today when I was writing a bunch of stuff down. That the last person. No, it wasn't even the last person. That was like a person like months ago I first met. They came with like the other traits I asked for, not just like a clone of this person sounding and looking and acting like very, very similar to them. They came with the other traits I had asked to be added, like not necessarily to that person, but just in general for people I meet and stuff.